The townspeople of Brookhaven trusted him with their souls. Reverend Nathaniel Crane, the preacher, a man who spoke of purity, repentance, and God's light. But behind the warm smile was something rotten, something that festered for years beneath the church floorboards. The first to go missing were the young women who came to him for spiritual cleansing. He'd convinced them that confession wasn't enough, that sin had to be purged from the flesh. He'd take them to the basement, baptize them in a filthy steel tub until their sins stopped breathing. Then he'd whispered prayers over their lifeless faces and carved tiny crosses into their palms, his proof of salvation. Children who complained of nightmares after late-night prayer sessions were told by their parents to be grateful. The preacher just wants to help. The smell beneath the church came later. The town blamed the old plumbing. Until one night, two strangers walked into his midnight sermon, a man and his daughter. Quiet, polite, unassuming. They sat in the back pew, listened, studied him. After service, the father shook the preacher's hand and said, "Beautiful sermon." His daughter smiled and said softly,
It almost sounded like you believed it.
The preacher offered them tea in his rectory. They accepted. That was his last mistake. Hours later, he woke on his own altar, wrist tied with rosary beads, mouth gagged with his own Bible pages. The daughter stood over him, flashlight in hand, her voice calm and cold.
You like baptisms, right, preacher? Dad, he's ready.
The father stepped from the shadows with a jug of water, the same steel tub waiting behind him. The preacher tried to pray, but the gag made it sound like choking. The father leaned close. "Let's see if your God's listening tonight." As the daughter turned the organ's volume up, the hymn swelled, Amazing Grace, drowning out the screams. When the sun rose, the church doors stood wide open. A note was pinned to the pulpit with a silver cross. "Your shepherd's gone astray. You're welcome." Down below, in the basement, the tub was filled again, only this time with the preacher. His palm bore tiny crosses carved into the flesh, his own salvation, delivered by the ones who don't ask for forgiveness.